Hi there, and welcome to a brief overview of RDS, a new ratcheting drum sequencer with version 1. Right, this is how it arrives, and stop the beats from playing. I've put in a little basic drum map player for you to find out, just to demonstrate how it's working. Right, now that's connected. If you are loading in a new one and you want to connect it, go to the Connect tab and Internal, and we've got 8 drums rows here, so we connect it to the 1 to 8 drum rows. We've also connected it to the master ensemble, which is this section up the top, which allows MIDI volume control and snapshot changes from here. If you don't connect it to the main ensemble, those buttons won't do anything. Right, when it arrives, it's in song mode, as it were, playing the snap sequencer. So the best bet is to switch that off to start with, and we will choose an initiate, which is go to blank, and push play. Right, if you're familiar with Roland drum programming, they've set the standard over the years. It's that 16 steps. Click at the top to make a step active. All the values for that step appear and disappear when you switch steps on and off, and the red number at the top tells you that step's active. When you switch the row off, the values all disappear, but the red bits stay just to show you what's there, and that there is something there. Steps, next number down, the 100, that's your initial velocity. And these are little masters here. They affect all of them at once. But be careful with those. If you've set different settings, it will make them all the same. You have been warned. Next step down is your number of hits per step from the step. This goes all the way up to infinity. Below that we have the spacing number, which is the spacing for your number of hits. And if you've got big long, like the numbers here, 10 relates to 1 step, so that's 14 hits in 1 step. 20 would relate to 2 steps, and 33 steps. And so if we do 4 steps, we've got 14 hits over 4 steps. So if we do 160, that's the whole row. These aren't real-time controls, drawback tables at the moment, so when you make an adjustment it needs to be re-triggered. And below that we have velocity plus or minus, so we've got a high velocity to start with, and if we put that in, it fades it out. And vice versa, take it down to a low number and then stick it on the plus side. Also, if you put another step in, it will stop it. Oops, stop it. These are all 14 because I've been wiggling that, by the way. Anyway, as you can see, you can create some odd time signatures and timing of beats. ratcheting. Okay, then we have moving along. Direction, travel of sequence forward, backwards. The usual selection, random and bounce backwards and forward. Then master clock setting. Yeah, self-explanatory really. Start point, so it all starts on step 1 and it's a length of 16, which so you could have a 4-step. Repeat. Let's just put this back to normal, please. Oh, my mouse skills are wonderful, eh? Right, and that's those. Then moving along, we've got shuffle. Let's just put them all on so you can hear that. Shuffle only works on even numbered steps, so if you don't have an even numbered step triggered, you won't hear anything. And the familiar bumper kicks in. Right, below that we have 8 patterns per step, so we have basically that's pattern 1. Let's just kill some of that, just stop it. Right, so that's pattern 1. Pattern 2's got nothing on it, so what we've got is copy and paste, so we can copy pattern 1, move to pattern 2, paste, and add a couple of extra steps in. Blue number along is your chaining function, so that plays 1 then 2, then 1 then 2. Let's just speed the little bugger up. So there's 8 patterns, so that effectively gives you 128 steps per row. Moving along, step variation, which jumps about. Moving on, end section, master on and off button, and we also have master velocity. Is solo, so when you've got them all playing and you want to know what that row is doing, click that and get killed. Velocity output meter, so that's telling you what's getting sent. MIDI channel selector, that also has a MIDI defeat on it, so that if you're using that row connected internally, you can stop it sending MIDI. And note output. If you were connecting something internally, all these outputs are block compatible, so we've got a pitch and a gate and a velocity output for each one. So if your block doesn't use velocity, you can use the velocity as another control sequencer. And access here to your 9 CV channels and your 6 LFOs. That's basically that, methinks. Now, snap sequencer, when you change snapshots, doesn't do it immediately. It waits to the end of the current snapshot that's playing, as it were, or pattern in song mode. God, phraseology, Michael. So if I push, like we're in number 3 at the moment, so if I click to go to number 4, when that gets to 000, it will restart on song 4. That goes to the beginning of song 4. Okay, I think that's enough for one go. That's a brief overview of RDS. Experiment and enjoy. And please use something other than that silly little drum map.